Welcome to Your Personal Power Pod, a podcast about aligning yourself with the life you want. And here are your hosts, Sandy Abel and Shannon Young. Shannon, I am so excited about today's topic. What about you?
I love it when we talk about the quote-unquote fun stuff.
Exactly. And today we're talking about what makes your heart sing, which is really happy stuff. We often talk about that, but what we're really talking about is doing what gives you joy and happiness.
And it's funny how it isn't always apparent what that is. There was a time in my life when I was like, I don't know what makes me happy, because just thinking about it, I couldn't come up with something. I had to pay attention to other things to figure out what it was. Like the things that I did that made me lose time.
Yeah.
Or the places where I felt at home and most relaxed. And that's when I realized, oh, those are the things that bring me joy. I didn't think about them in those terms, so it was really hard to just very directly say, oh, this is the thing that brings me joy, and this brings me joy, and this brings me joy. It wasn't like that because I didn't think about them that way.
No, you just do them and have fun while you're doing them, but you don't think about, oh, I'm really happy right now. But if you stop and look at it, you're aware that these are the wonderful times in your life.
And then when you're aware of what those are, you can recreate them and just magnify the joy in your life.
There are so many different kinds of things that can make your heart sing or make you happy and joyful. We're all unique, so the things that might just make my day might not work for somebody else. So it's important to be in touch with who you are and figure out what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm. And it can be a variety of things. I know one of the things that you and I practice a lot is gratitude, just taking time to be appreciative and develop that gratitude.
Yes.
It brings a whole lot of lightness and happiness to our heart, and learning to practice that is really important for us.
Yeah. An attitude of gratitude. I love that because it rhymes. It just makes everything better. And we've talked about that a lot, but it does make your day go by much better. Mm-hmm. And also relationships and personal connections can really make your heart sing when you feel connected to other people or a cause or to yourself. Mm-hmm. Self-love is so important. You have to like and love yourself. When you do, hopefully it will make you happy.
Or even if it comes to donating your time and energy to a charity or to helping somebody else in your circle who needs it, giving of yourself.
Yes, for some people that really brings a lot of joy and makes their heart sing.
Mm-hmm. Trying new things?
Absolutely. Some people just love that adrenaline experience that just makes them exhilarated and they're excited to learn new things and maybe master it. And that can bring much joy to some people.
Yeah, and then it ultimately helps you find more fun, relaxing, exhilarating things to do. You're just adding to your repertoire.
Yeah. And supporting other people, just giving to others is so fun. Spreading joy and appreciation is really fun.
I really like this one because one of the sentences it's a quote, actually. I think it's be the change you want to see in the world. And I like to alter that for my own purposes. And in this case, be the joy you want to see in the world. Because if you go out and spread it, it is contagious.
Definitely. We can all relate. At some point in each of our lives, somebody, maybe a stranger, has said something really nice to us or done something really nice for us, and it can change your day, and it can change your attitude, and it can make you feel wonderful. And being able to give that to somebody is such a joy.
Absolutely. To make somebody's day like that. You don't know what people are going through. So just a kind word or a compliment can make all the difference for someone.
Always, always. So what makes your heart sing, Shan?
Oh, spending time with my parental units. I like them a lot. Hanging out with my hub and my family. I'm very much a homebody.
Yes.
Over the past few years, I've spoken about this before, when I finally got something of a vision for my yard.
Yes.
And I started spending time in the yard.
Uh-huh.
I never would have said, if somebody had said, what are your hobbies and what are the things you love to do? I never would have included gardening in there, but there are few places I prefer to be more than in my yard.
Wow, isn't that great?
Weeding, mowing it. Yeah. So, that was one of those realizations that, oh, here's an activity that I can do that's relatively free, except for the gas for the mower.
Yeah. And it makes your heart sing.
And it makes me happy.
Yes.
How about you?
Well, being outside like that is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And then the end result is really fun.
Yes.
What makes me the happiest always is being with the people I love. You and your brother and your dad and Matt and grandkids, the people that I really care about. That is my number one joy place.
Mm-hmm.
I also like being outdoors, like you. I think we've talked about this often, just appreciating nature and how incredible it is. I really love warm wind in my face. When I was a kid, I was fortunate enough to have a dad who loved boats. So we had a boat, and I would love going out on the boat and sitting way up on the front on the bow and just having the wind blow my hair back. And that's just a feeling of freedom for me. And that is my happy place.
I love that.
Yes, it's quite wonderful. But even, I don't have to be on a boat for that.
Uh-huh.
Anytime there's a warm wind, I just relish it. That makes my heart sing.
That's beautiful. And I think a lot of that kind of thing, especially the being out in nature, and then when it comes to having experiences in nature that take you back to experiences where you were loved and safe and feeling free, it's about being connected to something.
Yes, for a lot of people, being connected to something or someone definitely makes their heart sing.
So how do we figure that out? If you're like, yeah, I know I do things, but I don't really know what it is that lights me up. I mean, it's possible you might not have something. There are definitely times when we're just down in the dumps. We aren't in a place where we are able to do the things we once loved. And sometimes we just get lost and don't know how to start again.
So just ask yourself, what is fun for me or what used to be fun for me?
Mm-hmm.
And how much do I enjoy it? Is it relaxing and just fills my heart with joy? Or is it a stressful kind of thing? And then look at the people around you and identify the ones you just love to be with.
And then do a lot more of that.
Yes, lots. And tell them about that.
Yeah.
Tell them that you love them and that just hanging out, doing absolutely nothing or doing whatever you do together fills you with joy.
And then notice when you're having fun or when you're feeling excited or when you're just feeling mellow and relaxed and content. Paying attention to those simple things, finding the joy in them and noting them, because then you'll recognize them when they return and then recreate them.
Yeah. Things that make your heart sing don't have to be big, exciting things. Spending time out in your yard by yourself makes you really happy. It doesn't have to be an exciting thing. It just has to be what works for you.
I've started doing a little practice that I picked up during the pandemic, I think, because the whole world just seemed like it was about to end.
Yeah, right.
We weren't getting out much, so our worlds got a whole lot smaller. And I started noticing in little moments, whether we were just sitting on the couch as a family watching TV, and I would think, things aren't amazing, but my family is home safe, and my parents are at their home safe, and we're eating food, which is good, and we're watching TV, and we're warm and we're cozy, and this is a perfect moment.
Beautiful.
And just by putting a pin in it like that, it solidifies something that then gets bigger.
And then you don't take it for granted. Then every time you sit on the couch with your family, you look around and you go, wow, this is awesome. Isn't this wonderful? I am so fortunate to have these people and this comfy couch because a lot of people don't have that.
Right.
And if you have anything or any situation that you feel content and safe and warm and cozy, I hope that makes your heart sing because it is a beautiful thing and something to appreciate and enjoy.
And those moments don't always last long. Sometimes they last a second or two.
Yeah.
But just being able to say, this right here, right now, this moment is perfect is amazing.
And if you're still trying to figure out, what makes your heart sing, just sort of turn your brain off and go outside and see what's there and breathe and just be mellow and relax.
Yeah, stop thinking about it.
Exactly.
Just be.
And you will realize that you are finding joy and that you are happy. It's not something you can force. It's just something you need to identify.
It's something you allow because it's there.
Yes.
Anytime you want to tap into it.
Always. And sometimes people get so caught up in the shoulds and, oh, I have to go do this and I need to go do that and I need to get this done, that they forget to just stop and breathe and tune into themselves and take just a minute to find the joy.
And I think it's really important. This isn't all just brain related. Move your body,
Yes.
whether that's going for a run or even just stretching. Just raise your arms up and stretch your body. There's a whole lot of joy in the physicality of being here. So move in whatever way you can. I know that's different for everybody. I mean, I understand we all have arthritis or broken bones or fused spines. There are definitely limitations, but choosing to feel what you're feeling, whether that's physical or emotional, is just all part of being present. And being present is where you're going to find that happiness.
Exactly. And be gentle with yourself. Don't lay a lot of shoulds on yourself about, well, I'm supposed to be happy now. It's like, no, just love yourself and be gentle with you and be sure to smile. It's really interesting. They've done research that, you cannot be upset or angry because your body feels differently if you smile. Even if it's a fake smile, do it and it'll turn into a real smile. You'll end up laughing at yourself.
Yeah, there's something chemical about it. There's some kind of reaction. Something's released when you smile versus when you frown, and your body goes, oh, well, that must mean that we're not upset, that things are okay. And it makes a big difference.
Yeah, smiling and moving your body can get you started on figuring out what makes your heart sing.
And there are so many reasons to do this. The benefits are just outrageous. I mean, it can improve everything from your relationships with other people to your relationship with yourself.
Yeah, people will like being around you because you're happy, and you'll like being around you because you're happy. Mm-hmm. And you'll find joy in every day. You'll want to get up in the morning and get out and do stuff.
Which makes you more productive.
Absolutely. And makes you want to give more to others.
And it makes you physically healthier. Not only just because if you like to exercise and eating well makes you feel good, then you do more of those things. But just bringing the positivity into your world makes a huge physical difference.
Absolutely. It reduces your stress and anxiety and makes it so that your body can actually relax instead of being all hyped up on adrenaline and anxiety and all that stuff.
And it makes your immune system better. And that's scientifically proven that happier people are more resistant to colds and even sometimes their wounds heal faster.
Isn't that fascinating?
It's wild.
The positive attitude, doing what makes your heart sing, will improve your life and the lives of people around you. Also, people who are happy live longer, which is truly amazing. People who are grumpy and unhappy and always find the negative somehow just don't continue on the way people who are happy and find the joy do.
Yeah, there's no motivation there to stick around longer if you're hating every minute of it. So no matter what you do to get through each day, just make sure there's also time for the things that light you up and nourish you and feed your spirit, because that is where the magic of being here is.
Yeah, that's where the happy making, health making, satisfaction making part of your life happens. And your joy will come in small or ordinary details. You don't have to win the lottery to make your heart sing. In fact, that would probably cause a lot of anxiety along with the joy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just taking a walk or being with the people you love, taking time for yourself is what needs to happen so you can make your heart sing.
And not once during this episode did we say, put your phone down. But really, put your phone down.
I'll bet when you're on your phone, your heart is not singing.
Unless you're talking to people that you love.
Exactly. But if you're scrolling or texting or TikToking or whatever the heck you're doing, you are not probably really happy. You might be looking for joy, but I'll bet you don't find it there.
Yep.
Please remember that you're unique, and what makes your heart sing might be different from everybody else you know. But there's no right or wrong about this. You can find the joy in anything. And the important thing is that you identify it and then build it into your own life.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Shan. And thanks to our listeners, because you make our hearts sing.
That's true.
It is such a pleasure to be able to share our conversations with you.
This is fun.
Very. Yes.
It's fun to talk about important things that matter and that help people, and then get something of a dialogue going and hearing from you guys what works for you and what you've learned and what's important, and what you do when you listen to podcasts. I bet a lot of that stuff makes your heart sing.
Yes, you're probably out walking, or we have a friend who listens to every episode. He's quite amazing, and he does it while he's gardening.
Yep.
That is so fun.
So keep sharing that stuff with us, please. We love hearing your stories. We love hearing about how self-esteem and personal power have affected your life. And then we love it when you suggest topics for us to chat about, because there are so many, and it's really rewarding to discuss the ones that are important to you. So please reach out to us, and you can do that wherever you listen to us, or you can just reach out to us directly at our website, which is yourpersonalpowerpod.com. Click contact and drop us an email. You can also visit us and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then share that with the important people in your life. And if you want to learn about coaching, which I highly recommend, contact Sandy. Her email address is sandy@insidejobscoach.com. She can help get you on the right track. And until next time, we look forward to hearing from you. So find your power and change your life.